I assumed that effect was invisible to me until I picked up the dish that had already contained it, and then it became visible, so now it tells me what it is. Run away. Wait. This... These things are invisible, but that's not invisible. But that is invisible. But that's not invisible. So I'm not sure why some things are invisible and some things that's invisible. So as for this crimson mushroom, I don't know if that's if that is only visible because I already have the dish, or was that just already going to show me what it did anyway?
I guess I could get used to it here.
I already have the dish up there. How do I get to food though when I'm... Did I just do that a second ago? I think I have to go to here and do it. No! 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 I ate my food. Damn it. And you can't save in this game. Or wait. Or I'm gonna say maybe it didn't save. Last played November 1:04 PM. What time is it? I thought that was a hold in, like hold in to eat. And I always do that. I stupidly press things even though I always do that when I see a hold in button. I always hold it in for like a couple of seconds just at the point where it's about to activate. But it wasn't a hold in button, it was just a button. You just press it. Let me see, have I lost my meal? Oh, it's not that big a deal, like, but I just wanted to... I'm like a quarter in these games. I wasn't gonna... Oh. Oh shit, how did I stand? Wait a minute, the buttons have gone back to the way they were. Well, that's dumb. The button mapping has been wiped. Well, that's stupid. Oh my god. Are you telling me this game doesn't save the button mapping? I always... So, wait, let me check again. I had this as... There's always somebody talking. Oh my god. I like the idea that there's humans and you're not completely alone in the jungle, but Jesus, every time I stop to do something, it's like, oh, somebody's talking over me. The buttons have been... What kind of nonsense is this? Settings... Controls... Controller remapping... Melee... I had that as X. Confirm. And then I had... That's why I keep forgetting. Screech was then also X. Confirm. Oh my god, got mixed up. Oh my god. Senses, I'm looking for senses. And that was R3. Confirm. That didn't save. I'm gonna have to go off here and Google this. Okay. According to the net, This is happening to everybody, and it says in the patch notes that it's going to be fixed. And this is like ages ago. When was this written in Reddit? A year ago? Some people saying 8 months ago. The thing that I noticed there though is I had this R3 as jump, which is still a change, and that was saved. So maybe it's just the most recent settings that don't get saved, and they have to be oh god, I don't know. Like they have to wait a while, you have to have them engaged for a wee while before it saves them or something. Because, you know, I had R3 as jump. And what is normally jump? I think X is normally jump. They didn't do very good button mapping. But I think one of the big problems in this game is they didn't do the button mapping, just the default button mapping very well to begin with. Like having X as jump is just not very useful, and they just didn't do the button mapping very well to begin with. And this should be on the right hand side, and this should be on the left hand side, and there's its default option to change to R3 as jump, R1 as jump, which is why I do have it set to. Suddenly means that your senses move to a stupid location. They move to X or something, and then you can't move the stick at the same time as press the senses, so you have to fiddle around with it. It's not... The button mapping in this game is terrible. They should have just had it mapped well to begin with. And then it gives you, you know, here it says, I just said this a second ago, but, you know, it has controller remapping, but it also has a default one to change those two options around. But that's stupid, because when you change those two around, it makes your Navi senses in a really stupid location, which means you only have to end up going back to this anyway to then remap that particular thing. And it's like, okay, why even have this little default thing? The ability to switch this around, if it switches the Navi senses to a really stupid location. It's just stupid. Like, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I can change that to jump. That's handy. It's like, no, it's not. It's good to have that button as jump. Yes, that's the button I do have as jump at the moment. But the Navi senses get turned to the button X, and so that means you can't move the control stick as you're holding the button X down. You can only use the tip of your thumb to move the stick around, so you can't actually use your senses and look around the screen at the same time. It's completely stupid. So the fact that they have that there, swap around with your senses, is just stupid. They didn't really think this through. And since I'm at it, I may as well explain, like I did in the last video. The one thing I wanted to change was have this as R1 instead of L1, and have this as L1 instead of R1. But you can't, because oh God, I can't be bothered to explain it actually. It's just when you're in this menu, as that would be R1, right? You can switch that to R1 to get that to come up as R1 instead of pressing L1. But then weapons food is also R1. Interesting enough though, whatever way I've said it, it's changed for this way that I have it. It has changed that from a... See, now I'm pressing L1, right? And weapons and food doesn't say L1, it says X. And it's like, yeah, that's the way it should work. It should be a different button than the button you're pressing. But if you change that to R1, then weapons and food still stays as R1. It doesn't change to X or anything like that. So that means you can't go like this. And now whatever way I have it, that also does melee. So when I switch between those, it also does a wee punt. The whole thing's stupid. And the fact that you can't even save it, apparently? Shouldn't I just keep it as default? If I can remember what default even is? You know, default has a really stupid button for jump. I don't understand. It did save and it didn't save. I had R3 originally as jump, which is, I've changed that to senses. It did save that. as soon as I switched it over, it didn't save. I guess I could quit out and see what happens. Wait, it depends when it last saved, does it not? See, it automatically saves? I know it automatically saved that last time because I saw it automatically save. It said 4 minutes past 1 or something. So it definitely saved. I'll just quit out and quit and jump back in again and see what happens. 124. That's about now, isn't it? Yeah, 124. So it did save. It must save as soon as you quit. It must automatically save. Let's see if the buttons are the same. But I had them. As I said a minute ago, it did save. It saved one of the combinations, so I don't know why it hasn't saved a new update I've made. Oh. Interesting enough, it saved the LB button. It saved that. Why do I always call it LB? This isn't Xbox. It saved the R button as jump. It saved that much. It's got X's senses, which I already explained is dumb, because then you can't turn your button. You can barely turn it. I can't turn it. That's really stupid. I can sort of turn it if I widen my thumb's reach. So, I don't know. I don't want to have to keep switching that around every time I start the game. Unless I just learn how to switch it really fast. Like, I just get in the habit of switching it really fast. See, I'm still hungover. I'm not fast at stuff right now. I'm not fast at all. So I have to learn how to do this as fast as possible, so that way it doesn't irritate me every time I load up the game. Hopefully it will save next time. You know, maybe it's just iffy. Like sometimes it saves, sometimes it doesn't save. So melee. So let me get this straight. Melee, which is on the second, which is on the actions section, and Nave senses, which is also on the same section. So basically that becomes X, confirm, Nave senses becomes R3, confirm, and then Screech down here also becomes X, confirm. Okay, it doesn't take that long. I guess I could do that in theory. I guess it's not too annoying as long as I remember what to actually do. But it's ridiculous. People are saying here online that this is like a massive problem, and Microsoft said they were going to fix it, but they haven't.
Morale is up since we found the kids.
Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, it seems to be a problem with everybody. It's like... So, as I said, they have a button mapping option, but the one thing I really wanted to button map the most was between the left and the right, or the thingy. L1 and R1. And it won't allow me to do that. It won't allow me to switch those two things around. And that's the way most games have it. Most games have it as the right thing is the weapon wheel, and the left thing is the scanning. I know Cyberpunk is the left thing is the scanner. And I think most games have the right thing as the weapon wheel. Like Doom has it, Horizon Forbidden West, I think. So the fact that they didn't do it that way and by default is frustrating. It's like they don't play other games or something. The people that made this. I wish these developers really would play more games or something to see what other games have it. And also, that's the one thing I couldn't switch around because, as I said, where it says it weapons X food there, that button remains the same button as you do to actually press the menu in the first place, so that didn't work. So the one thing I really wanted to change didn't actually work. I could change the LB, the jump button, I guess. I was able to change that, so that's okay. And scanning with the R3 isn't too bad. I can still move the stick about. It's a wee bit stiff when you do it that way, but... So the way I have it isn't too bad, except for this, I feel should be on the right-hand side. But then it takes the mick that you can't even save it. I mean, what the fuck? It's bad enough that you can't change... It's bad enough that they put all this button mapping options on it. And then it turns out you can't actually button map. The main thing that most people probably want to button map is switching those two things around. It's kind of dumb that they have the whole button mapping option, but they didn't actually make it work. And then it takes the mick that you can't even save it. So there's people on PC, for example, switching all the buttons around, and then it doesn't save. It's just, what the fuck?
Pam made this for me. So sweet.
Oh, check it out. All geared up in resistance style.
I stay as long as it is useful to the cause.
Where am I going again? I actually don't really like have scanning ability as R3. It's not too bad, but it's a wee bit stiff when you hold it in. I feel like you're gonna lose your grip on it or something. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like it kind of came off naturally there as I moved it down.
Song's stuck in my head now.
Go to the briefing command center. Where is that over here?
John Mercer, founder of the TAP program. Decided to know him all too well, but for many of you, he is a new face. He has returned to Pandora as the Executive Vice President of Frontier Operations, alongside your old friend from TAP, Colonel Angela Harding as his head of security. He is ambitious, self-serving, egotistical.
And you worked with him.
We have been fighting the RDA for many months now. What difference can this man make?
Mercer's tactics are aggressive. That, coupled with his frustrations over TAP's failure, we need to strategize. Our outreach work with the nearest clans has been difficult. Some Aranahe were willing to fight, but after suffering losses on their side, they have since withdrawn. We haven't explored further than the Zeswa. They're fierce, but they're unwilling to make a human alliance. Your clan was one of travelers, storytellers, diplomats. Respected. The Navi might listen to you.
Alma? We have a pollution spike close by. Like, really close. Check out the levels. RDA, it has to be.
They're here. With Mercer.
No, not him. Pollution is caused by RDA machinery. They must be setting up a regular drill site.
Carving up the land, poisoning it, turning it to sludge.
They've never been this close to HQ before. If they go wandering, they'll find us for sure.
We're spread thin right now. Solek, can you establish a safe perimeter? Anka, try and reach Hajir over radio.
I can try to shut down that drill site. I think I have the hang of Sid now.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Let them go. I've seen them fight. They'll be fine.
Okay, but be careful. The rest of you, get ready to intercept any other...
Did you mess with this?
RDA activities here are ravaging local flora. We've got to do something. smart. We've got to be smarter.
Maybe I'll take a break. Could use some of Hajir's Zakru wool. Phelan made this for me.
I just noticed my energy level on this is down again, even though I ate that big dish. My energy's still at 0. What's the deal with that? Like, I don't know where I'm going. I thought I had to go to these little spots up here, no? Oh wait, is that where it's telling me to go? What are these dots for? What's that? Is that little thing that shoot me back up? I fall? Oh, I can't see it. I don't want to fall. Yes, it looks like it is. How did I reach that from over there? Oh, will this hurt me if I fall? Yep, it did. How did I reach that? I scanned these yet? I keep forgetting everything I've scanned. How do you actually reach those? What is happening to the weather? That's weird. I thought cooking ingredients are also food. Oh, it must be just the dishes that go under that section. So then I thought this mushroom thing was a cooking ingredient. There was a mushroom. Oh, I can't pick it up because it's polluted. Okay. So I've already got one of those or not.
Hey, Priya, I'm near the drill site. The ground here, it's...
Every time the RDA sets up somewhere, it's the same thing. Their equipment pollutes everything around it. Everything. But hey, Pandora's strong. Shut down those drills and the land will recover. One sec, I'll check the schematics.
You have those?
Being ex-RDA's gotta have some benefits, right? I'm kidding. They're not fungible. Looks like we've got two things here. The cooling unit on the drill and a generator. Probably at the edge of their site.
What about the RDA?
Well, you can probably shut down the site without engaging them, if you want. Unless, they see you doing it.
I want to go back and see if it was possible to talk to people. I'll probably going back. I was curious if there was more like dialogue options there. I haven't used my machine gun yet. It's nothing difficult pressing. Remembering which buttons to press. This weapon wheel, I'm not used to it being on the left side. Is there an easier way to get these? I should just start shooting. Oh, as hard as we got. Okay. This is L1. Square and L1? What? Oh shit, I threw it. I wasted my fucking grenade. Oh shit, something threw me. Did it, yay. Life is returned.
I heard that explosion from here. Air quality is improving already. Nice. Hey, hello? Can you hear me? I'm out with the others. We heard that bang. Is everything okay?
Oh, I wish it would just jump me directly to the character that it mentioned.
I shut down the drills. We should be RDA free for a while.
Well, we found something. Up high. Like a big flower. The others are excited, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Will you go look? Are you close? Do you see the butterflies? At least I think they're butterflies. Follow them and you'll find it.
For God's sake. It keeps telling me something on the right hand screen, hold it in to look at the thing, and it doesn't stay up long enough. I didn't see what that word was, so I had to do a recording there. There was one before, there was two came up at the same time, so it clicked me onto this one. Sometimes it doesn't even seem to click you onto it at all. Like the character one there, it didn't actually show me the character it was talking about. I'm gonna have to look back at the video. Why did it tell me about that plant? I'm not even near it, am I? Oh, I'll just look back at the video. Not just as colourful as the movie, but bio in a minute. It's not too bad. To be honest, this happens in games all the time. Something pops up on the screen, it says, hold it into view to knowledge, but then it's like 5 things appear at once. There was 8 character entries according to the video there, that's why it didn't show me a specific character, but also it said healthy breath, and by the time I went to click on it, it said Bellspring or something. It's like, okay, so where's the healthy breath thing? It said journal, I think. I looked at the video there. World knowledge. Except I don't see anything in world knowledge. So there's no button, there's no little light beside it to tell me that there's anything new. This always happens in games. This always happens. They get this wrong so many times. So it said healthy breath. So it's not there. Is it here? It's not there. Is it here? There it is. See, it didn't even tell me that there was something new to read. This happens all the time in games. I'm getting really sick of games developers not letting these not work. Just not really. Just messing up these systems, you know? It's like they put them in there for a reason, but they don't work. And so many games do it. It's like, why can they get so many other things right in a game, but they can't get these little things right? Like the button mapping, it doesn't even save. When you close down the game, you have to do it all over again. It's like, what kind of stupid, who's in control of that? Like, jeez. So, am I going to, every time something pops up on the screen, I'm going to have to look back at the video and be like, okay, was that in the journal? Was that in the character? Was that in the thingy? And then I'm going to have to look at it, and then it's not going to tell me where it is, or that there's anything even new to read in the first place, so I'm going to have to look at it individually. It's just, why do they even bother doing this in games if you can't navigate it properly? So what's this? After shutting down the pneumatic tar echo close to resistance cube, I noticed an increase in air. Okay. Oh, jeez. The way I put this button mapped is so annoying. But it's the best way I can... Oh. Oh, is that my little health thing? No, it's something else. Okay, so now that I've got... Keep pressing the button. I don't really see the point in eating the food half the time. It's like... It fills your energy bar up, and then you look away from the screen for a couple of minutes, you look back down, it's at 0. It's like, what the fuck? My whole energy bar just went down to 0? Also didn't really notice what the energy really did for me. It's supposed to heal you, I guess. So, but it lasts such a little, for such a small amount of time. I guess you have to use it when you're in a combat situation, otherwise what's the point? It just runs out and then you don't get any benefits from it. Doesn't make any sense. Unless I'm missing something. I think I read on Reddit that other people were saying it didn't make sense. Got a video to watch about this, about 12 things you should know before playing this game. Save you the hassle of figuring it out yourself. I might watch it. So I'm just running around in a circle for some reason. Anything else to scan? No. Is that up there? Something maybe a bit of Metroid. I'm not liking the way I have the scanning button. I can't really think of a better way to... I could put the scanning button back on the right and have jump on the R3 again, like the way I had it. I don't know. I might actually do that. Oh my god, how many times am I going to keep changing this button? Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. Thinking having it on R3, the jump button on R3 isn't that bad. That option. It's just every time I scan, it's like I'm pressing the button really firmly and I have to move it really slowly so I don't let go. And then when I do see something and I want to look at it in the journal, I can't take my thumb off the stick, so I have to use my other hand. to press triangle there. So it's probably better if I just keep... They really messed up the buttons of this game. I've never had a game where I've been so annoyed by the buttons, even though there is button mapping. And as I already said, I can't remember if it was this video or not, but as I already said, the button mapping doesn't even work for the main thing I wanted it for. Anyway, so let's put it back the way I had it. Settings. Reset to default. Accept. And then use R1 to jump. I think that's what I wanted, right? No, that's not the way I wanted. Alright, so no, I could have that as scan, but then X as scan, but then no, it's too difficult to move the control stick. So nice. So what am I being? Oh, God, I'm getting confused. I thought all I had to do was switch that. No, I still have the button map, it seems. I thought I could put all that back to default. And then I could switch that on and off. It's like, no, that's not what I want. Oh, no, wait, that is what I want. That is what I want. No, I was right the first time. That is what I want. So now... No. What? Oh, no, but I still have to... For the love of God, my brain is not working properly. I'm like for 3 days into a 4-day hangover. I'm getting older and my hangovers last for 4 days when I drink too much. It was Halloween there, so I drank quite a lot. It's like, oh my God, my brain is so slow. So I've now got it all back to the way it originally was. Let me just see if I like it the way it originally is. And that's jump. Could I keep it? Could I keep that as jump? I mean, I could keep it just the way it. I could kind of. I could keep it just the way it is, the way it's originally defaulted to. It doesn't seem that difficult to press the X button to press jump. I prefer to be able to turn and jump at the same time. But, I mean, it doesn't seem too difficult. I don't know. It has R1 as senses. I'm getting mixed up here in my head. So what do I want? If I was to change it back, I had it like 3 different ways, and I keep getting confused which way I'm talking about. Right, so I'm thinking I'll make R3 nav A senses again. And if I do that, what's getting replaced again? My brain is like so stupid right now. Melee will become X, so I have to change that to X. Confirm. Nav A senses comes. No, I'm forgetting. I'm so forgetful. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. It isn't hard. I'm just being stupid as fuck. I'm so... No. I've forgotten what it is I'm trying to do. I want R3 as jump. Right? So I want nav senses. So I'm only swapping R3 and X then. So it's really just jump and melee. That's the only one I'm changing? Is that right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Jump. Well, now. Oh, no. Have I done it? Have I changed it? Let me see. And this is no melee. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to have it. R3 is now jump. That way I can do my senses really quickly, and if I scan something, I can easily hit triangle. It's colorful enough. It's, compared to the movie though, it's still lacking vibrancy. Oh shit, I went past the recording. I wonder how much I went past it. Damn it. Idiot.